So I'm Ursula. I'm mum to Eva. Eva's 5 years old. She has a rare genetic disease called SCN2A. Eva had seizures from day dot, from the day she was born, and they've continued through to where we're at now. Eva got the diagnosis at 6 months old. We were initially told that it was reflux and that there was nothing wrong. We were even sent to the kids' hospital for a week where they did a number of tests. We went home with the diagnosis of Sandifer syndrome, which is a condition of extreme reflux that looks like seizures. We were home for a good couple of weeks and Eva went into status, so constant seizures, one after the other. She'd keep going through a pattern of seizures, no seizures, seizures, no seizures. So we would be in and out of hospital 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 month on, 1 month off. At about 7 or 8 months old, we finally got Eva's care transferred to a different hospital and we went underneath a different neurologist. And that's when things really changed for us. We finally got the genetic diagnosis, which was SCN2A. And we finally realised that the drug she actually needed was Tegretol. Receiving Eva's genetic diagnosis was definitely interesting. We were actually in the hospital at that time, and the geneticist walked into the room and she said, we've got the genetics back and we just need to have a sit down and talk about them. She's come back with a variant in SCN2A. And she said, we don't know quite what that means. And that was it. That's where she left it. She gave us a flyer about SCN2A and walked out of the room. When we first came home from hospital when she was a baby, we were on 11 different medications. It would take us 2 hours to prepare her medication and she was having it 2 to 3 times a day. So living with life with SCN2A is definitely complicated. She does different types of therapy. So she does speech therapy, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, hydrotherapy. So it's quite a long list of therapies that you have to keep. It's 4 appointments a week that you have to attend. I actually run a property management business and I continued to run it the entire way through, which was really, really hard. At first it was definitely a struggle. Yeah, with people ringing with a leaking tap complaining about a tap. And you're in hospital with a child having 50 seizures a day. So it took a bit of mental adjustment to not lose it. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely affected my life. I mean, I'm now a single mum. I've been a single mum to Eva since she was 2. So yeah, been doing it on my own, which has been challenging, but also rewarding. I think from a medical perspective point of view, I'd like to see more support given to these families. I'd like to see definitely some clinical psychology counselling for the families, but not only for the parents, but also for all the families. We had a lot of issues within our family about, I guess, their thoughts around Eva and having a child with disability. We've been really lucky to connect with a lot of families in the SCN2A family. SCN2A Australia has actually done a lot for us, and it's beautiful to meet other families and meet their kids and talk to the parents. I think my hope for the future would be that we have a treatment for our kids. There are some things that are happening at the moment, and I'm hoping that they actually come to fruition and that the ASO treatment for the gain of function SCN2A children goes ahead. And for us, we hope that Eva's actually accepted into that clinical trial.